Imagine the challenges of living in a place where every day is a struggle for survival. In the heart of the Middle East, there exists a place where this is not just a hypothetical scenario, but a harsh reality. The place is Gaza, a small coastal enclave that has been grappling with an ongoing conflict for years. This conflict has not only disrupted the political landscape, but has seeped into the everyday lives of its inhabitants. Take the story of Khalid Mohammed Abu Hilal, for instance, an aspiring footballer and medical student who found his life upended by the war. Football, a sport that once brought joy and unity to Gaza, has been overshadowed by the grim face of conflict. Abu Hilal had to put his dreams of a professional football career on hold, trading the football pitch for a hospital ward, where he now works as an emergency doctor. And it's not just the adults who bear the brunt of this war. Imagine being a child in Gaza. The playgrounds where children once ran freely chasing a football are now the backdrop of a devastating conflict. The laughter and cheers that once filled the air have been replaced by the deafening sound of explosions and the eerie silence that follows. But the story of Gaza is not just a tale of suffering and despair, it is also a testament to the unyielding human spirit. Like Abu Hilal, many in Gaza remain undeterred, their dreams undimmed by the harsh reality they face every day. They continue to hope, to dream, and to fight for a better future. After all, hope is not just a fleeting emotion but a beacon of resilience in the face of adversity. Despite it all, the spirit of hope remains unbroken. In 2011, an event occurred that brought hope to the people of Gaza, the Arab Spring. This was not merely a political revolution, but a beacon of potential liberation for oppressed societies across the Arab world. The people of Gaza too found themselves inspired by these winds of change. The Arab Spring was like a breath of fresh air, a beacon of hope for those Palestinians who had long been yearning for their own liberation. The fall of oppressive regimes in Tunisia and Egypt resonated deeply with the Palestinians, who saw in them a potential ally. The Arab Spring was a testament to the power of the people, emboldening the Palestinians to demand their right to return to their homes. This culminated in a historic demonstration on May 15, 2011, a day etched in the annals of Palestinian history as a moment of collective courage and defiance. But as the saying goes, all that glitters is not gold. The initial optimism that the Arab Spring brought was short-lived. Counter-revolutionary forces and external influences soon began to undermine the democratic aspirations of the Arab Spring. The hope that had once sparked joy and unity among Palestinians began to fade, replaced by disappointment and despair. The physical and moral suffocation felt by Palestinians in Gaza was exacerbated by the destruction of vital tunnels and deadly assaults by Israel. The Arab Spring, which had once been a symbol of hope and liberation for the people of Gaza, soon became a symbol of their continued struggle. The beacon of hope that once shone brightly was gradually overshadowed by the harsh realities of their lived experiences. The Arab Spring had promised them a chance at liberation, but all it delivered was a harsh reminder of their ongoing struggle. The people of Gaza saw a glimmer of hope, but it was quickly extinguished. Yet in their hearts, the flame of resistance continues to burn, a testament to their indomitable spirit and their unyielding pursuit of freedom. Let's bring this into perspective through a personal story. In the midst of the ongoing conflict in Gaza, we find the story of Mohammed Kafarna, a 24-year-old law graduate from this very region. Mohammed's story is not just his own, but rather a reflection of the struggle that many Palestinians face every day. While the Gaza-Israel conflict raged on, Mohammed found himself trapped not in his homeland but in Egypt, a situation that you might think would bring relief, but instead, it brought a different kind of struggle. Imagine being stuck in a foreign land, while your home and everything familiar crumbles under the weight of war. Mohammed's anguish was far from over. He had to bear the pain of losing his loved ones from afar. His cousin and brother-in-law, two people he held dear, were claimed by the Israeli air attacks. The heartache of loss was further intensified by the knowledge that his family was displaced and living in dire conditions back in Gaza. Limited access to basic necessities such as food, water, and medical care painted a grim picture of their everyday life. But Mohammed's story did not end there. His struggles, instead of breaking him, stoked a fire within. He found a purpose amidst the chaos: to raise awareness about the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Despite his own challenges, he strived to bring the plight of his people to the international stage. His voice, a beacon of hope amidst despair, called for action to stop the violence that had become a stark part of everyday life in Gaza. Muhammad's story is not just a tale of suffering, but also one of resilience. It's about standing tall in the face of adversity and using one's voice to effect change. He became a testament to the courage and resilience of the people of Gaza, a symbol of their indomitable spirit. Muhammad's story is a testament to the resilience and courage of the people of Gaza. Fast forward to today, where the situation remains dire. The vibrant cityscape of Gaza that once bustled with life now wears a grim face. The conflict that has been raging for years continues to disrupt daily routines and shatter dreams. Living in Gaza is a continuous struggle for survival. The once thriving markets are now filled with the echoing cries of vendors trying to sell their wares, often with little success. The scarcity of food has become a common sight, with families often going days without a proper meal. The conflict has not only taken away their peace, but also their access to basic necessities. Water, the very essence of life, is also in short supply. Clean drinking water is a luxury that many Gazans can't afford. The once gushing taps now barely dribble, and the few drops that do manage to escape are often contaminated, unfit for consumption. The water crisis has not only affected the health of the people, but also the agricultural sector, further exacerbating the food shortage. The healthcare system, another casualty of the conflict, is on the brink of collapse. Hospitals and clinics, already struggling with limited resources, are overwhelmed by the influx of casualties from the ongoing conflict. Doctors and medical staff work tirelessly, often in conditions that are far from ideal, trying to save as many lives as they can. But with limited access to medical supplies and equipment, their efforts are often in vain. Even in the face of such adversity, the strength and resilience of the people of Gaza shines through. Despite the hardships, they continue to hope for a better tomorrow, clinging onto their dreams and aspirations. Their struggle is a testament to their indomitable spirit, a reminder to the world that they are not just victims of a conflict, but survivors, fighters, dreamers. The current situation in Gaza is a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict. It is a call to the world to not just witness their struggle, but to acknowledge it, to empathize with it, and to act on it. In the face of such adversity, the strength and resilience of the people of Gaza shines through. Yet amidst the suffering, the dreams and hopes of the people of Gaza remain alive. The spirit of perseverance and resilience is woven deeply into the fabric of Gaza's society. Even in the face of adversity, the aspirations of its people continue to shine like a beacon amidst the darkness. Take the story of Khalid Mohammed Abu Hilal, for instance, a medical student, a talented footballer, and now an emergency doctor in the heart of the conflict. Despite the chaos that surrounds him, Khalid's dreams of playing professional football in Europe remain unscathed. His love for the game is a testament to the enduring spirit of Gaza, a spirit that refuses to be subdued by the hardships of war, a spirit that finds joy in a child's kick of a football, even in the ruins of a once vibrant football scene. Khalid's story is not an isolated one. It is a reflection of the dreams held by many in Gaza, dreams that are nurtured and kept alive, even when the world outside is crumbling. Parallel to Khalid's aspirations, we have Mohammed Kafarna, a 24-year-old law graduate. Trapped in Egypt due to the ongoing conflict, Mohammed could have succumbed to despair, but instead, he channeled his grief into courage. He became a voice for Gaza, raising awareness about the humanitarian crisis engulfing his homeland. Despite his personal struggles, Mohammed's dream is for the world to acknowledge the plight of his people and take action to end the violence. These stories reflect the resilience of the people of Gaza. Their dreams and hopes are not defined by the circumstances they find themselves in, but by their unwavering will to overcome them. Their aspirations serve as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit remains undefeated. In the face of struggle, the people of Gaza continue to dream, hope, and fight for a better future.